BB851, turn right heading 180. 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
For people working in the aviation industry, the outbreak of COVID-19 has seen thousands lose their jobs within the industry, from pilots to check-in staff to members of the ground crew team. These are all vital positions that help keep the planes we fly on in the sky. Multiple websites, including the likes of Bloomberg and the Gulf Times, only recently, this month, discussed how Emirates would be cutting positions. However, the likes of the Financial Times and Reuters at the end of May also detailed these same cancellations. Thanks to a source very close to Emirates, I've managed to be able to get a bit of an inside look into the process behind the layoffs being conducted at Emirates, really to give you the overall situation. The evidence comes directly from someone who was indeed laid off. Employees of Emirates that are set to see their job be made redundant are first sent an email. That said email can now be seen on your screen. It's a very stock standard one, something you'd expect, and provides the location of where the meeting will be taking place. For anyone currently working in this industry, an email like this can be concerning for obvious reasons. The said employee who was laid off also provided a detailed voice note covering the experience that I'll break down later on in this video. Employees that are being laid off receive a letter as well, and it notes that due to the COVID-19 pandemic, there's been a severe impact on the global economy. In turn, the airlines noted they pretty much had to re-examine their overall operations, and an extract from the emailed statement is as follows. Following a review of resource requirements across all areas and in line with our business operations, I regret to inform you that your position is being made redundant. This means that your employment with the company will cease by reason of redundancy, with notice effective 15 June 2020. Basic salary and contractual notice of 90 calendar days of work was also mentioned within that email. For some employees with the Emirates Group, they are sponsored by the company and are therefore given a special visa that allows them to stay in the UAE. We see many companies around the world do something very similar. The company noted specifically in that redundancy note that employees would have around a 29-day grace period to sort out their futures and then leave the country timely. For some employees, though, facing the tricky situation of leaving the country, according to the said employee who provided the audio recording, Emirates would put you in a hotel until they managed to find a flight back to your home country. Emirates, in addition, noted that they would be supporting people through HR should they need it, although once again, this is all very stock standard. Now, to get onto this lengthy audio recording, it's roughly 6 minutes. I just want to go over some of the key points that you might find rather interesting. I don't want to go on too much about it. Detailing how the appointment was conducted with big smiles upon greeting, and eventually how the employee was escorted out the building by security through the back door. However, the employee also said they were greeted with water, but when they brought up information regarding contractual hours, contracts and more, the employee was met with great confusion from the manager. In the roughly 6-minute audio recording that was sent to me along with the various emails, it further detailed how those on final warnings and those that had already been raking up the warnings were often spoken to as well first, and the warning system was mentioned in that meeting. Ultimately, this is not the only airline that's been doing redundancies. We're seeing Air France also note that they'll be cutting jobs. Lufthansa have been noting they'll be cutting jobs. It's a very, very difficult time for the aviation industry. I'm seeing countless people that I follow across over on my Twitter that work within the industry that have now indeed lost their jobs. To anyone working in the industry, I wish you nothing but the very best and hope eventually, as a group, we can move together and get back to how we were just a few months ago. Thank you once again, and I will see you all next time.